Did you know the value of the word sorry? This is Jallianwala Bagh. All of us remember what happened at this place on 13th April 1990. Baisakhi, a holy day for the Sikh community, was painted red by this man, Brigadier-General Dyer. The official figure in the British record says that 379 people were killed. Actually, the figure was close to 1,000. Today, I have two questions. Why did the massacre happen and what happened after the massacre?
But first, let's understand the circumstances of the massacre. The story begins with an act called the Raoul attack. The people called this act the Black Act. Indians could be arrested on the basis of suspicion and kept in jail for up to 2 years without any kind of appeal.
Gandhiji, along with Dr. Saifuddin Kitchlew and Dr. Satya Pal, organized satyagrahas in Punjab. They even tried to have a dialogue with the British. Instead, they were deceived and arrested. On 9th April, along with the Hindus, Muslims, Sikhs and even Christians took part in the processions. This reminded the British of the 1857 uprising and it scared them.
On 10th April, the people started protesting against the arrest of their leaders and the British opened fire and killed 20 people.
There was a lot of anger and this anger translated into riots. 5 English officers were killed and an English teacher, Marcella Sherwood, was assaulted in the middle of the streets. The British used this event as a justification to discipline the crowd. Dyer came to Punjab with a personal vendetta. He issued a notice saying any gathering of more than 4 people at one place will be fired upon. And that's what he did. This is Jallianwala Bagh Memorial. And 100 years ago, this place witnessed a monstrous act.
Usually, the first step is to intimidate and disperse the crowd. But over here, no warning shot was fired. It was shoot to kill. They blocked all the exits. Nobody had any choice. So many people died in the stampede as they tried to exit. So many jumped to their deaths in the well.
What happened after the massacre? Both Indian and English people heavily criticized Dyer. But the English criticism was very half-hearted. In fact, the Morning Post, a popular newspaper, raised a fund worth 26,000 sterling for Dyer, equal to £1 million today. He was called the savior of Punjab. He was made to resign with no further punishment.
In contrast, Rabindranath Tagore kept fighting for the rights of each victim. After many years, they received only 500 rupees as compensation.
After 1919, the UK has had 22 prime ministers. Not one of them has formally apologized for the massacre at Jallianwala Bagh. Personally, it is not their fault.
But if a German chancellor can go down on his knees to publicly apologize for the Holocaust, and if the Canadian Prime Minister can publicly accept that not letting Indian refugees land in the coast of Canada led to their death, and that was the mistake, then I think the British can summon the guts to simply say sorry.
Sorry is simply accepting that you were wrong and making sure that it never happens again. Sorry is a small word, but saying it does not make you small. In fact, it tells the world that you have a big heart. Do you feel the UK should wholeheartedly say sorry for this? Share this video so that this message reaches the masses. The British have always considered themselves as the good guys, the people who defeated the Nazis, the people who abolished slavery, the people who gave India the railways. Jallianwala Bagh is a proof that they were not always the heroes. Sometimes even they were the villains. We remember General Dyer, and although we hate him, we remember the villain. Today, I want to introduce you to the heroes. This video is to bring you to the memorial where you can still see the bullet holes, where you can read the names of the martyrs.
Because their sacrifice inspired the non-cooperative movement. Because their sacrifice inspired Udham Singh, who assassinated Michael O'Dwyer. Because their sacrifice gave way to a line of freedom fighters who understood that आग को आग से ही हराया जा सकता है.
And the rest is history. And that's the reason why
I love India.